What if I told you that the worst betrayal of your life could actually become the most profitable thing that ever happened to you? Today, I'm sharing how one woman turned her business partner's fraud into a $47,000 windfall and a thriving solo practice that makes more money than she ever made before the betrayal. I'm Madison Clark, and this story from my book, Served Cold: 20 Stories of Perfect Revenge, will completely change how you think about business betrayal and recovery. Meet Patricia, a fitness trainer who discovered her business partner Marcus was not only stealing money from their gym, but selling illegal steroids to their clients using Patricia's name and reputation. When she found out, Patricia had two choices: walk away and start over, or turn Marcus's betrayal into the foundation of her own success. Here's what most people would have done: confronted Marcus, maybe threatened to call the police, probably ended up in a messy legal battle that costs both parties thousands in lawyer fees. Patricia chose a different path that made her rich instead of poor. First, Patricia documented everything: every stolen dollar, every illegal transaction, every client who was being sold dangerous substances. But instead of immediately exposing Marcus, she did something brilliant. She started quietly reaching out to their shared client base. Patricia contacted every single client individually with a professional message. "I'm starting my own practice focused on safe, natural fitness solutions. If you're interested in continuing our work together without any questionable supplements or practices, here's how we can make that happen." Within 2 weeks, 80% of their clients had moved to Patricia's new independent practice. Marcus suddenly found himself with an empty gym and no revenue stream, still unaware that Patricia knew about his illegal activities. But Patricia wasn't done. She had gathered enough evidence of steroid sales to involve law enforcement, but instead of seeking criminal prosecution, she used the threat of exposure to negotiate a complete buyout of their shared business assets. Marcus was facing potential felony charges for illegal steroid distribution. Patricia offered him a deal: sign over all business assets, client contracts, and equipment to her in exchange for her silence about the illegal activities. Desperate to avoid criminal charges, Marcus agreed. The result: Patricia gained complete ownership of a gym worth $47,000, inherited all legitimate client contracts, and eliminated her fraudulent partner, all without spending a dime on lawyers or risking a lengthy legal battle. Within 6 months, Patricia's new solo practice was making 40% more revenue than the original partnership because she was no longer splitting profits with a partner who was actively damaging their reputation. The lesson here, and this applies to every business betrayal story in my book, is that betrayers often create more value for you than they steal, but only if you're smart about how you handle the situation. Marcus thought he was stealing from Patricia, but actually he was building evidence of his own criminal activity while driving away clients who would eventually become Patricia's exclusive customer base. His betrayal became the foundation of her independent success. This is just one of 47 specific strategies detailed in Served Cold: 20 Stories of Perfect Revenge. Every story shows how ordinary people turn betrayal into victory using intelligence, patience, and strategic thinking. What makes Patricia's approach so powerful is that she didn't just seek revenge, she sought profit. She didn't just want to punish Marcus, she wanted to eliminate him as a competitor while taking everything valuable he brought to their partnership. The book is now $2.99 on Kindle, but consider this: Patricia's strategic approach made her $47,000 and eliminated a toxic business partner. Even if these strategies only help you recover 10% of what you've lost to betrayal, this book pays for itself 100 times over. If someone has betrayed you in business, don't think about revenge, think about profit. Don't think about punishment, think about positioning. The smartest betrayal victims don't just get even, they get ahead. Click the link below and get Served Cold now. Learn how to turn business betrayal into business advantage, fraud into profit, and partnership problems into solo success. Because the best revenge isn't just getting back at someone who wronged you, it's building a better life from the ashes of their betrayal.